Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing? Whoa, it's loud.
No, it's not.
It is loud in my ears. You can't hear it?
I didn't change a thing.
Oh, wow, it's so loud. Can anybody hear it? Because I can't hear myself almost.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Well, it
crazy
starts
loud.
out loud.
What? But when is it getting so loud?
Is
Anyways,
it still loud?
yeah, still going, still loud.
That's what it does.
Well, anyways, tonight we are going to be talking about a lot of cool things. We are going to be talking about using Uhauls to do ride sharing, which we all know is a bad idea. We're going to be talking about there's a super long ride that's pretty interesting. We're going to talk about later in the show, and we're going to talk about how we find out what the drivers think of us as riders.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting.
You know what they want to find out? They want to make sure you're talking the mic properly.
Am I not talking the mic right now?
Yeah, you're talking like that.
Okay.
Good job. Good try.
Anyways,
I'm sorry the loudness. It's not any louder than it always is. It just startled you.
I will point out that you are lucky because just like 2 minutes ago I had the lineup for episode 152 up, and then I realized, fuck, this isn't right. So, anyways, how is everybody doing tonight? It's gonna be a great show tonight. I can feel it. The energy is there.
Yeah, if you guys want to go to review us, you can go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify to do that. Spotify is easy. It's just stars. You don't even have to write anything. But if you want to write something sexy, say we have erotic voices, one of those things, we would love it if you go to Apple Podcasts and do that. If you don't know how to do it, well, fuck it. I don't know how to do it either.
We'll
so
take
figure it out.
any erotic preview. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, there you go. So, and then when you're done with that, you can go to thegigeconomyshow.com and sign up for the new newsletter, because Jason, he says that he's going to send out all these cool newsletters all the time.
I mean, it's only mid-August. It's the 16th. We're good.
And we try to send out whenever a new episode lands on Mondays. We send out a little reminder that it's there
to download that shit.
To download it, and again, just remember, guys, don't just listen to it. Download it because it helps us.
Yep.
Okay. So please do. And if you haven't yet listened to last week's, I know I'm jumping in.
It's okay. I can go on the fly.
There you go. If you haven't yet listened to last week's episode, the B-side, you need to go do that because that was exciting shit. Oh my word. That was really cool. We were talking to Pedro. Pedro, he is the guy. I can't say his name. Pedro is the guy. Okay. He is just the guy to know about everything gig economy and everything DoorDash. So that was pretty cool.
Mark, did Jesper just drop an F-bomb? He may have. I don't know.
And an S-bomb too.
Mark, I got to say, we just were talking about you on the pre-show. I'm like, I haven't seen Mark in like 2 months. Like, he doesn't love us anymore. And then you showed up.
Mark loves us.
Kind of funny.
So,
hey, guys, I want to thank our Patreon members. We do Larry from Bowling Green, Samson from Grand Rapids, Steve from Colorado, Chris from Grand Rapids, Bud Dickman from North Carolina, Tom Kelly from Houston, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Jamie from Tennessee, Frank from Philly, and Joe Pellerito from Grand Rapids. I didn't mean to say his last name. He doesn't care. He's a friend of mine. So
Joe is a good guy. He's a good guy. And then when you're done with that, you need to go to patreon.com/thegigecon podcast and sign up for us.
You did it.
Huh?
You did it. You got it right.
I know, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty cool. And then you go sign up and give us $5 or $10 a month, and you get a bunch of cool stuff. You get all the pre-show banter.
They don't
you get
give
all the
us,
show
they
after.
donate it.
Well, they
They're
support
donating.
us. They
They're
support
supporting.
us because they love us.
Yeah.
And if you do the $10 tier, which is technically called the unicorn, but we don't care, then you get merch.
Yep.
After 3 episodes, you get some cool merch.
3 months. Third month.
3 months. Yeah, yes.
3 months.
Sorry,
yeah.
I meant to say month.
And we are doing a post show tonight. So if you are on the $10 tier, you get access to that as well, and ad-free episodes.
If you load it from the Patreon.
No, they actually get their own RSS feed. They can take that and put it in their player, and it downloads a special episode right from them. They don't even have to go to Patreon.
Oh,
well, initially you have to go to Patreon.
Why didn't you give that to me? I have to listen to the ads all the time, and you didn't give me
you
the
don't
special
listen to the episodes after.
I do listen to the episodes.
You do not.
I do,
Such a
because
liar.
I want to better myself. I'm here to listen to myself, and I want to be better.
Anyways, Telegram group, that's where we connect with other rideshare or gig workers around the country. Go ahead and join that. Link is in the description. Love to have you. We Did we get somebody new? We did.
With Joe. Joe just joined.
Joe who?
Oh no, sorry. I'm talking about Patreon. I'm sorry. That was me.
We joined. Who did we get? I want to give them a shout out real quick. Let's see. He talked quickly and then stopped talking because people probably Chasen, I believe his name is. So there's a lot of people like that just lurk, which is totally fine.
Lurking is appreciated.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of people that just lurk.
How many drivers do you think are introverts?
I would say more than 50%.
Right.
I would think so because it's kind of an introverted job. I mean, even Uber, you would think you'd have to talk, but you don't have to.
Oh no.
I mean, you can say hello and just be quiet the whole time.
Sit the fuck down and be quiet.
So stories from the road.
I have an exciting announcement.
Jesper has big news.
I have big news. As of this morning, actually, before this morning, I had zero news because I haven't been on the road. But as of this morning, I am again active on YouTube. No, on YouTube. On Uber. I am again active on Uber. And unfortunately, I can't even drive this weekend. And it's even like one of the best weekends of the year to drive because what is it, Jason?
I almost said upheaval. It's breakaway.
It's breakaway. That is right. And it is a really, for people in Grand Rapids, that is a big show.
It's like EDM, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a mini EDM festival.
And the weather seems to be pretty good. Yeah. So I bet it's going to be a strong weekend for people who
are heading to that.
Yeah, who's driving for that weekend.
Yeah, I'm planning on driving Friday, not Saturday though.
So, excuse me. I'm heading to the UP, so I'm not doing anything. I got to take my kid to college.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. No,
it is.
That's a long drive. How long of a drive is that?
It's 9 hours. I'm sorry. It's on Mike's comment. Oh. I've been drinking Oberon, not a sponsor yet.
Just passionate. I have a show that they say not a sponsor, just passionate.
Yeah,
but we always say not yet. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
So, anyways, no, we're heading to Houghton, Michigan.
Okay.
Michigan Tech. And it's about 9 hours away.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're back on Uber. That's exciting. You can send Lyft to the curb. Now you have more options. You have Comfort XL. You can filter, like all that stuff. So
I must admit though, Lyft hasn't been bad to me.
No,
it hasn't. But again, I count that one trip to Chicago as well. You know.
Yeah.
So, but we are having one story later today talking about how Lyft may actually once again suck for me. So we'll have to see that one.
We'll talk about that. I do have no news. I can't I don't write anything down. I'm trying to think. I've done some Amazon routes.
Yep.
This week's been kind of just taking care of stuff before work starts next week. Just kind of trying to wrap some loose ends up, spend some extra time with the kids because it's the last week. Went to a movie, just some odd and end stuff, doctor's appointments for the kids, like
there you
shit
go,
like that. But yeah, I definitely don't have any stories. Although one might pop up after doing news and stuff. Sometimes it does pop up.
Do you know there's one more exciting thing?
What's that?
That is, it's about almost a month till we'll be meeting Janet.
I know. We have planned absolutely, positively
zero.
Nothing.
But that's okay. You know, we usually do it like a month, like a week before.
Yeah. There was a time back in the day where Jesper got obsessed.
Don't even go there, okay?
He got obsessed with planning this picnic. And I'm not kidding you guys. He ordered enough food for 100 people?
No, 60 people.
Maybe 60. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We had a lot of food left.
We had a lot of food. And then
I was dreaming.
Yeah. Then we dialed it in and we're back to reality. And so if we get 20 people, I will be happy.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think we will with Janet coming. She's the big pole anyways.
I think so. No, it's just exciting that we'll be visiting. And right now she's on her trip number 1, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And when she's done with that, she's gonna go on her trip to
the States. We should do a live podcast. I think that would be super cool.
You don't want to bring the equipment?
I know. I got to figure out. Well, Steve got me. He got me wireless mics.
Oh, can we just use your mic, your car now? Now it's all electric. We can
I just need to get an inverter. That's what you can.
I have an inverter.
Yeah, just plug it in. We can run power right off that.
Plug it in.
But Steve got me some wireless mics, and we could just use that and stream it from the phone.
There you go.
Do a live podcast.
I like it.
All right, gig economy in the news. So this was kind of fun. First one, I've had 1 1/4 beers. When he first posted, I'm like, this is stupid. Like, what are we even talking about? But how to see if your Uber drivers hated you or loved you. And I have looked in the past at my my rating, and it hasn't changed much. But basically, I'm going to give you the steps to do it. So as you're listening to this, I'm going to try to do it slow because I want you all to do it. I want to see everyone's rider.
But
rating.
I already did it.
No, but I mean, people that are listening. So it's super easy. You go to your app, open the Uber app on your phone. Got that. Choose account at the bottom. Now, it sounds like I'm being stupid when I'm telling you this. It's 7 steps to find this shit. You ain't not finding it easily. So open your app, choose account on the bottom right, select settings, tap privacy, choose privacy center, select see summary, and then click now click view my ratings. That is the steps to get the breakdown from 5 to 1 stars. So this guy had a 4.8 on the website, and he had 6 1-stars. Okay, so we went in our own accounts and did that. Let me get back to the StreamYard. And I will put Jesper's up first. This is his rating. Of course, 33 5 stars. Perfect.
I would like to point out that about the 10 of the last ones are all Mexican drivers.
Well, that doesn't matter.
No,
they just couldn't understand you. And then what's cool is they actually give you some stats too. So Jesper has been with the app for 2,764 days.
Yep.
39 trips you've taken. Yep. You've chosen comfort for 6 out of the last 10 rides.
And there's a story behind that. Because we were 4 people in Mexico, right? And I must tell you that an XL car in Mexico is giant. It's small. Okay, it is not big at all.
You mean an X?
No, an XL.
Oh, an XL.
An XL is not very big at all. It's like a station wagon here.
Does it have 3rd row though?
It does, but you're still like cramped.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's still cramped. So, but what I found was, in most cases, the XL and the Comfort was the same car.
Oh.
Most of them in Mexico, so we just ended up doing Comfort instead of XL. We were 4 people. We always, and we, I'm not a small guy, so I like to have a little bit of room.
Yeah.
So I like to do XL, but then I finally figured out that we are only 4, and Comfort and XL is the same size. Why would I pay for XL?
And you ordered Uber Eats 3 times in your life.
Yes.
Okay.
And I bet one of them at least is because of my kids, because I don't I don't do it.
All right, let's go to Jason's. Oops. My rating is a 4.88. I've had one star. Who 1-starred me?
It was probably me. I don't know.
No, it's probably that guy in he may have figured out. Remember, I don't know if I told the story when I was in Florida. He was doing like 85, 90 down the highway.
Oh, yeah.
Taking us to the airport. And I was just like, bro, I don't mind a little speeding, but like, come on. Like 5 over is where it should be.
Right. No,
but so yeah, I have a 4.88. My stats, I've 2,882 days, so a little bit longer than you. I've done 44 trips. Uber
5
X,
more trips than me.
Uber X 10 out of the last 10. And I've ordered Uber Eats 10 times. So
I want to point out that 2 of those 45 rides are with me.
Did we do it on the app?
Oh yeah, we always do that. Yeah.
Nice. I feel like
you're a big tipper though too.
I am. I got a big tip as well. That also, I did take Lyft a lot in Florida and stuff. So I took like a Lyft. I took a Lyft Lux when I was in Florida because I couldn't get anything, or maybe it was when I was in the podcast.
I don't even think I have a Lyft rider account.
You don't?
No.
Huh. I don't know my stats for that, but I think it was kind of fun. So I'd like to see if you guys do that and see what your rider rate, if it's worth, because my driver rating is a 4.97 and my rider rating is a 4.88. So
right. Well, so everybody do it right now and post your stats to the stream.
Jesper, I don't think you can drink beer anymore when you're streaming.
I can't talk. Post your stats.
All right, Jesper.
I'm just so excited. Yes, hang on.
Like your comments under the article.
What?
Of your next article, number 2.
Oh yeah.
Because
I switched it actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, first I had chosen an article that really didn't mean much. I guess a guy who was waiting for an Uber got robbed, but it really had nothing, very little to do with the
Well, I
fact
thought
he
we were
was
just
an
going to
Uber.
talk about safety, which is totally
So
fine.
we can talk about safety too, absolutely. But I did find another story that was a little bit more relevant, talking about a retired Lansing nurse that had her car stolen while she was driving for Uber. And of course, that's a sad thing. 73-year-old retired nurse is still in shock after her car was stolen while driving for Uber. Basically, the story doesn't actually say whether she did night trips a lot or not, but she did them. And she knows that night trips usually pay more than day trips. So she said she took this trip because it was a night trip. She was going to get paid more.
Yeah.
She gets out to go. She was supposed to pick up a girl. She gets out there and she's like, "Well, none of you guys are a girl. Is the girl I'm picking up because there's 3 boys out there waiting for her."
Yeah.
And they say it's my sister.
Yeah,
So
which happens all the time.
Absolutely. So they use that to get into the car, and the moment they get into the car, like 5 minutes after, they basically, they get to the destination, which is it's a trailer park, and then they kind of force her out of the car on the gun. They steal her car, steal her phone, and they say, if you're not going to give me the code to your phone, I'm gonna shoot you. And so they give it to her, but the the fun thing part is, obviously she's traumatized, so there's nothing fun about that. But the fun thing is that the robbers are idiots, so they went right back to where they were, and they didn't really realize how to turn off Find My Phone on Android, because the police used that to find them, and within 15 minutes they had him on.
Had him under arrest.
Yeah.
Why do people steal phones anyways? Like, that shit is tracked. I noticed now on my phone, when I turn it off, it says your phone can still be tracked when it's powered off.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like, why even steal a phone? They're going to track your ass down.
And the cool thing is too, I learned this with Android. Even if the audio is just down, I can send a signal on the website, and it'll play a song on the computer, on the phone,
even though it's
it'll
off.
It'll ring even though it's off.
So it just overrides the.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So if I need to get a hold of my daughter or whatever, and her ringer is off, I can send a signal and it will play. It'll ring.
That's pretty nice.
So it is possible. But obviously the sad part is they obviously made damage to the car.
Yeah.
And so she's gonna be out. She's out money right now. She's out ways of making money. She's borrowing money from her family, and she's up against the pretty high deductible on Uber.
Yeah, I think the biggest nightmare with all this stuff, like getting in an accident or getting the car stolen, is like, who's going to step up and take care of it? Is it going to be Uber?
Correct.
Is it going to be your primary insurance? Like, I'm terrified of getting into an accident. In fact, someone got in an accident right behind me, and I heard the hit, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm just like, God, I was like 1 second later or earlier, it would have been me.
Now, the story doesn't say anything as to whether or not she had a rider, an individual, rideshare insurance because technically, if you have one of those, then that'll pick up the deductible.
Yeah, everything will be covered.
So,
but it just sounds like it's going to be, in what I've read, a nightmare dealing with Uber. Like, it's already hard enough. Like, I mean, look at the background check thing. Like, it's so
it
hard.
only took me 2.5 months.
I mean, yeah, they should give you a bonus year of not having to run your background check. Like, because they're going to do it in the fall or something.
I'm sure they're not going to do that.
I know,
but that's how it is.
Yeah, I'm just afraid about the insurance if I ever get into a crash with like Amazon Flex or whatever.
But it brings up one good point though, and so it doesn't say exactly how late it was, but it was definitely late. There's areas in Grand Rapids I will not go to pick up people after 2:00 in the morning. I just go. I don't go there.
Well,
do you have that?
It's not even 2:00. I mean, once the light goes down for whatever reason, shit goes down.
True.
Typically, no. I mean,
you're kind of a wuss. You're not out after midnight anyway.
It's true.
I
was wondering where you were going with
Cinderella.
that. Cinderella. No, I mean, I can't say that I don't not go in an area, but like, I feel like once it after 9 or 10, like I'm more focusing downtown anyways.
Yeah.
So it's more drop offs from downtown. It's not
Right.
really picking people up. But I definitely end up dropping people off in the hood, like coming from work or
Sure.
whatever. And I'm fine. I think in the end of the day, I'm very comfortable with it.
I don't mind dropping people off in the hood.
Yeah.
I just don't want to pick them up again.
Well, I mean, yeah, you do have more wait time when you're picking them up, I guess. Dropping them off isn't as bad. But I mean, it all could happen at any time.
Oh,
Honestly,
absolutely.
what I hate is the beggars on Wealthy and Division. I mean,
Right.
they're walking in the street, they're knocking on the windows, like they're
Yep.
aggressive. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
I hate that more than anything. They're probably harmless, but it's like, geez, bro. Like,
Right. Get off the street.
I'm totally fine if you want to do it on the corner. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. But now my windows are so blacked out. I went way too dark on my window today, Jesper.
Oh.
It is way too dark. I'm having a hard time driving at night.
What?
That's how dark it is.
But not, I mean, just side windows, not the front, right?
Well, no, not the windshield. But I'm just saying, but like, no one thinks when you're making a turn, you use that left
Right.
driver window as you're making a turn onto a street. If there was a car there or something, I don't know. I'm trying not to drive at night until I get used to it, but shit's dark. You ain't gonna see nothing in there.
No, that's true. Mike, I don't have any problems picking up in Garfield Park. That's fine.
Oh, Garfield Park.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So yeah.
It's more like, I would say, south of Wealthy, between like Kalamazoo and Division. That there's a
Well,
block.
and then in between Hall and probably Wealthy and Hall, and what's the next one down? Burton?
Yeah, and then 28th
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah. Well,
That kind of whole stretch.
once you get to after Burton, I'm actually okay after Burton. In some
Yeah.
areas
Yeah.
between Burton and 28th Street. But yeah.
I mean, I've never had anything happen, so I'm
No,
just,
me neither.
But I mean, you just got to keep your head on a swivel.
So, and you've heard about the shootings on Division and Hall Street, right? What's it called? That chicken
Oh, the
place?
fried chicken place.
Yeah, what's
That
it called?
shit's all, I don't remember.
I
It's
bet
New York Fried Chicken.
No. I'm talking about the other one.
The chicken coop.
Chicken coop, yeah.
Yeah, that place.
There's always shootings 3 or 4 times a year. Or something.
There's shootings over that Miss Tracy's on Martin Luther King too.
Oh.
Yeah, that liquor store right there.
But Martin Luther King, isn't that what used to be?
That's Franklin.
Frank, that's right. That's Franklin.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Kind of another safety issue. Delivery agent accused of attempted rape and murder. DoorDash faces scrutiny. Now, this is in New Delhi, and that's India, right?
Yes.
So clearly, there's DoorDash in India. Did
Yep.
not know that. I thought
Oh, yeah, they're all over the place.
I thought DoorDash was just like Lyft, just in the States.
Okay.
Basically, she placed an order with DoorDash. The guy showed up, delivered the food just fine. Other 4 days later, he went back to the house under the pretext of inquiring about a neighbor, but persistently urged Chloe to open the door, setting the stage for a terrifying encounter. According to police records, subsequent lawsuit, the situation escalated rapidly. Young entered Chloe's residence, allegedly attempted to carry out severe harm. Struggle ensued, and resulting in Chloe suffering physical injuries, including a broken nose, finger bites, and marks on her neck. She immediately reported to the police, although her attempt to report the incident to DoorDash bore no fruit, as the company allegedly failed to take any action. During the police investigation, the attacker's criminal history came to light, revealing prior convictions for aggravated assault and a hit-and-run 2016. Young was hired by DoorDash following his release from prison. Consequently, Chloe initiated a civil lawsuit against DoorDash for negligence. Well, companies like DoorDash often utilize technology, including AI, to assess the sustainability of their workers. Suitability of their workers. This incident raises questions about the effectiveness of such system. DoorDash typically partners with Checker. We love Checker, a background company, to scrutinize the backgrounds of their employees. So, and this is very ignorant of me, I don't know India's system of laws, how strict they are, if they have a full police force, if they have a crime system like we do. Like when I got hired in the school, I got fingerprinted. Like, I don't know if they have that. So to me, I always think of India, and again, don't take any offense to this, as more of a third world country. And I guess I'm off a little bit on that, maybe, because if they have DoorDash there, clearly there's some money.
Well, there's definitely money.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's obviously metro areas in any even the third world countries have metro areas. So my thought behind this was, why not utilize? And I get it, right? But why not utilize like what you have here is the ability to say, please leave it at the door,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, and if it's obviously a problem, if you're a single woman, I mean,
You can't blame the woman.
I'm not blaming
'cause
the
that's
woman at
kind of
all.
victim.
I'm not blaming the woman.
Right.
I'm not. She is the victim. What was happened was wrong. Absolutely.
Right.
I'm thinking, what could, I mean, because this can happen anywhere,
Yeah.
right? It can happen,
Well, the fault
anywhere.
goes on DoorDash. The guy had priors.
Well, sure,
Yeah, and
but
recent priors.
But it doesn't matter though. People who doesn't have priors can do it.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess my point of the whole conversation is what kind of scrutiny is put under the background checks in New Delhi? I guess
True.
what I'm saying. Like, is it easily caught the priors? Clearly not, because they said they ran a background check. I just wonder if everything runs a little loose over there compared to it here.
I'm sure it does. Or, I mean, who knows? Maybe it's not even his phone. Maybe maybe it's an account that he bought.
Yeah,
they happens over here. I mean, there's so many ways of getting around those systems. I would rather, I mean, I guess my focus I was trying to take on that was, how do you protect yourself as a user of that system?
I mean, in your comment about no contact, I mean, I would always do that, especially as a woman.
Yeah.
I watched a TikTok today, speaking of that, and women have it rough. They do.
Absolutely. No.
This guy
men are idiots.
Yeah. Well, this guy was camping and he sent his exact coordinates out to the internet to see if anybody would camp with him. It was a Stitch. And she's like, "Oh, that's so funny. You must be nice not being a man in a man's world." Because like a woman would never do that. Because you know how many creepers would show up at that location. No. But I mean, in general, I think women should try to be extra safe on those apps.
What's a Stitch? Because I'm
sorry. So you can show a video and it stitch it together. You show like a portion of it, and then it jumps to you talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you take somebody's video and
I've seen those before. Yeah. So they're called a Stitch. Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know.
Sorry,
that.
I'm glad you asked though. Some people might not know what a Stitch is.
I'm just ignorant.
No, that's good. Okay, so we talked about that. DoorDash. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this. DoorDash Staples deal highlights potential of non-food vertical to drive fast delivery revenue.
And there you go. So this is pretty cool now with the back to school season coming up. DoorDash and Staples are working together. So now you can actually have your back to school tools, I guess, pencils, papers, whatever, delivered within the hour. and they're doing that to catch some fast revenue. I mean,
who the fuck's gonna do
that? I know.
First of all,
who is gonna order a pencil on DoorDash?
First of all,
and pay $48
I
to have it delivered.
Staple was going out of business.
Well, they're probably trying to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a dying business. Like, if I need pencils and erasers and I'm not gonna buy them in the store, I'm gonna go to Amazon.com.
I know.
Like, why would I go to Staples?
And get it delivered tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
for free.
Well, not for free, but I mean, for $140 a year, I get everything delivered.
But we're buying it anyway, so it's free. I mean, know that's the thing. Anybody has. So that's the anyway. So the story goes: it's been a tough year for the competitive, ultra-fast grocery delivery market, with more and more high-profile exits. And I'm not going to read all that. I promise.
Right.
Mass layoffs and consolidation moves emerging as industry players try to combat ongoing inflationary pressures. Last month, a Turkish delivery giant called Getir, whatever, announced that it was exiting 3 European markets, Italy, Portugal, and Spain, to focus on better profitability. And Milk Run out of Australia shut down after it was unable to raise sufficient capital to keep operating. Basically, it's tough out there.
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
So DoorDash is trying to, DoorDash together with Staples is trying to get some more market share, I guess, or whatever. And so now you can simply buy pens and paper and all kinds of stuff from DoorDash. Would you do that?
Well, here's the thing. You can get it from Meijer.
I know.
You can get it from Walt. You can get computer paper. Yeah. Do they have more unique items there, yes. If you need this certain pen that you absolutely love, you're probably not going to be able to get it at Kroger or Meijer or Walgreens.
But tell me that you can get that thing on Staples. I can get more unique things I want on my Amazon and deliver tomorrow.
I know, but I don't know why. I feel like it's more Staples reach out to them and said, please,
oh yeah,
we'll give you 75% of the dollar.
I would not be one bit surprised if that's not going to work at all.
No.
So
I mean,
dumb.
when is the last time I've been in Staples? And I think I went it. I don't even remember. I think it was for a DoorDash. I think it was not exclusively back, or maybe it was Instacart. I think it was Instacart.
Okay.
But anyways, I don't remember the last time I went there for personal stuff. Like, who even used, like, we do have a printer in here. Thank you, Ben. And I do use it probably once a week. But I mean, it's like,
right.
I don't need to go in there all the time. And anybody that owns a small business, if they're buying office supplies, they're going to Amazon or Costco in bulk.
I swear Amazon hates me. No, not Amazon. The Amazon delivery drivers hate me.
Really? Why do you just not do it all on the same day? Because you want it right now.
A lot of stuff is on. My wife does a lot of it on the subscription service.
Yeah,
so it comes that way.
Yeah.
But the other day I was all out of paper, so I ordered a box of paper. It was like a 60-pound box.
You know who hates us is we use Chewy.
Okay.
And it's FedEx.
Yeah.
And now we got Hamilton, who's like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So the bag of dog food is like 50 pounds. And then so they shipped a 50-pound bag and a 30-pound bag in one box. And oh man, that thing just got chucked I feel bad.
He's like, I hate you.
Well, here's the thing though, they hate it, but like they have an exclusive contract.
Oh, I know.
Shut the fuck up because you get a lot of money from Chewy.
I know, that's the thing, right? But every time we get dog food, it's a 40-pound bag.
Yeah.
But they only put that in the box.
You got 3 dogs, right?
2.
Oh no, I thought you had a third. But
no, we had a third one living with us for a little bit, but
yeah, that's right. All right, DoorDash.
But he's gone.
I thought this was pretty funny. Felipe, your dasher. Hi, I'm on the way with your order. Thank you for your patience. And if you tipped, thank you in advance.
You're
an amazing person. Only if you did that. It's appreciated. Have a good day. So I thought it was funny. Number 1 comment, if you didn't tip, fuck off. Second comment, if you didn't tip, die in a fire. Thank you. What else?
Die in a
fire. That should be number 1.
Oh my
god. Yeah, that's about it.
That is just die. Did you say die in a fire?
The comment did.
Oh my gosh.
I'm uploading it. It needs to be. I gotta sign in. Fuck that. So that's funny. I don't know. I don't mind that message. Have you? Well, you don't order a lot, but I see people put on these long messages of like, oh, thank you, or my son needs diapers, or like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, crazy.
Nope, I don't do that.
All right, so
I hardly don't even tip. No, that's not true.
Oh my gosh,
I tip.
You are so rude.
I tip.
All right, guys, we have a new sponsor tonight.
Yes!
We finally got a new sponsor, and I realized that I closed the file that had it in there, so bear with me because I'm a dumbass.
We're very excited.
I want to get a drop that says dumbass. All right. One of these days, I'm going to end up closing the stream out. I should just pin that so I don't ever close the stream out. All right. So the company that we've partnered with is RMI Inspections. I have actually personally used this company for my last inspection. They are, I need to put the stream up or the, sorry, I'm fucking this up. There we go. RMI Inspections. Say goodbye to the hassle of traditional annual vehicle inspections. Introducing RMI Inspections, a virtual vehicle inspection company. Bid farewell to the time-consuming visits to the mechanic shop, high costs, and lost days of driving. The high cost is not because Bell Tire is free, but they're like nickel and diming you for every little thing. I saw a post the other day that someone said that they had a scratch on their bumper and they were going to improve them. I'm like, what the fuck's Bell Tire going to do with a scratch? But with RMI Inspections, book a quick and easy virtual inspection on their website. Choose a suitable time, and one of their certified mechanics will call you on a video chat app of your choice. 15-minute inspection guiding you through the process. You'll receive their inspection report via email upon passing. By the way, you don't have to pay unless you pass. If it doesn't pass, you don't pay. Ready to be uploaded to the Uber and Lyft apps. Proven track record and a $19 inspection fee, and that's all you need right from your driveway. So check them out. The link is in the description. We can't thank them enough for supporting the Gig Economy podcast.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so if you need an inspection, RMI Inspections.
RMI Inspections.
Yep, the link is in the show notes.
The show notes.
Yes, Spur. You posted this Lyft thing, and I don't know why or care. And I can't read it. I don't even know why we posted it.
Well, I posted it because it was a message that I got on my
I got it too, but I didn't read it because I saw you posted it.
Anyways, it's just because, I mean, I've been, stuck on the Lyft app for the next 2 months.
Poverty app.
Yeah, the poverty app. Anyways, so Lyft have been apparently seeing an increase in people trying to scam. And so they sent out an email, basically that. So I just wanted to bring attention to that and making sure that all our listeners obviously know all the ways that scammers are trying to get access to your account or get into your bank and so forth. So Lyft, again, same as with Uber, state here that Lyft will never contact you and ask you to call back a specific number. Lyft will only use the click to call link found in Lyft's help center. And Lyft will never ask you for your login information, driver's license number, or social security number via phone or text message. Be wary of that.
Yeah.
It will never happen. If you ask for any of that, it is a scam. Do not go there. Do not say any of that stuff. It is simply not true.
The ones I've seen online for Lyft is like, oh, you have a VIP that you're picking up. I think that's a very common one for Lyft. I don't see that much one for Uber. I see it on Reddit, people posting it all the time.
Yep, I've heard about that too.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And they want to get a hold of you before because they have some special things they need to tell you about the VIP.
Right. And so you have to call them and then they ask for your account information. And,
no. It's a scam. It's a fraud. It's not going to happen.
It's shocking in 2023 that people still fall for this shit. I mean, sometimes it can be convincing. And I think maybe people are desperate for money at times, and sure. If I get $150 for this, that's gonna make my
because that's part of the VIP, right? They'll say, you'll get an extra $100 for this ride, but you need to call us here and
before you get there.
Yep.
Yeah, complete scam. So make sure you just pay attention.
Pay attention and do not give anybody. I mean, literally, guys, people might have your login information for 30 seconds and they will already have changed your bank account and drained your account.
See, I like that. I don't know if it's Uber or Lyft, but they make you wait 24 hours to withdraw money now.
Right.
So I don't know how these scammers are doing it. If you change the bank account information, you have to wait 24 hours to cash out.
Right.
So it gives you plenty of time if someone did that and you figured it out that you can call Lyft and be like, hey, this isn't right. But clearly, it still must be profitable somewhere. Maybe not all. Maybe Instacart doesn't do that, but I know Lyft and Uber for sure.
Yeah.
You have to wait 24 hours after you change bank information.
Yeah, I mean, true.
Or people are just so dumb that they just don't realize what happened, and then after 24 hours, they can cash out.
Well,
scammers.
Maybe they don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, anyways,
when 150 didn't show up in my account after I was quote unquote done with this ride, I'd be driving to Lyft headquarters.
Driving to Lyft headquarters.
All right. Nope, that's the wrong one. This is from DoorDash, or of course Reddit. That's where I live half my life. Found a dirty sock in my food, and DoorDash will do nothing about it. I ordered my normal order from Pete's, a large Bardai cold brew, a slice of pumpkin bread, and a slice of banana bread. I work in an industrial park. My office is on the front group of the warehouse, blah, blah, blah. The instructions I have on my account say we are on the front of the building. Why? This is minutia. I don't have the whole thing.
I know, because it all gone. And I said it's been deleted. So that I didn't know what you want to do about it. So I thought you had the rest of the story.
No. Did you pull this picture?
No, you did.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, sugar jets. Anyways, so it looks like he got a fucking sock in his bag. I thought that was in the beginning part of it. I didn't really read it because I was like, oh, that's okay. I thought you pulled it. One of the comments says, free sock, fuck it. And
Right.
then someone said, literally, fuck it. Maybe opens to the market for a new you-know-what sock. I'm not going to say that word.
Well, a lot of the comments also went by the whole Dobby is a free elf kind of thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone would get that.
I know.
That's Lord of the Rings, right?
No.
Oh, no, that's... I screwed this up with my wife the other day, too. She wanted to stab me in the neck.
It's Harry.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Who were we talking to? And
Lord
I'm
of
like,
the
no,
Rings.
it's Lord of the Rings. And she glared at me and like, you are a fucking idiot. She didn't say it. I can't remember where we were, but she basically said, get out of here, you dumbass wannabe nerd. That's basically what she said.
Have you ever seen the Jack Black parody of Lord of the Rings?
No.
You have to go see it after the show.
See, I never watched Lord of the Rings, so I probably wouldn't get it, right?
Oh, no, you would get this one
Oh.
because it's so funny.
Is it like teasing it?
So, in the end of the first movie, they kind of, it's the Fellowship of the Rings. At the end of the first
Yeah.
movie, you have this gathering of the Fellowship.
Okay.
And Jack Black, he has this ginormous parody about that fellowship. It's so good.
He's so good. He's an incredible... He needs to stop acting and go like his band, Tenacious D, right?
Tenacious D,
yeah, they're
but
incredible.
he's having great success with Tenacious D right now.
You know, his guitar player, I read, or I'm sure I saw a TikTok, is classically trained from like Juilliard or something like that. And the guitar, like he is like one of the best guitarists in the world, but he's with Tenacious D. I'm sure he does session work with other bands. And
I'm
stuff
sure.
Like that, but
can you imagine doing a show in the size of Jack Black? He's not a small dude.
no.
I mean, he must be shredding just crazy after a show.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh my God.
Even though he's a big guy, he must be in excellent shape.
Well, I've seen some of his TikTok. He's flipping around like a fucking monkey and shit. Like it's
I actually wouldn't mind seeing Tenacious D.
Oh, I totally would go. I mean, you might get stories. That would be even fun too.
I know. So the next photo here, I just thought it was a fun photo. Apparently, somebody couldn't even afford new window wipers. So
honestly, this is genius. I mean, if you were in a pinch, okay, so think about it.
But it only works for about 5 minutes, then you have to pull the car over and ring.
Yeah.
And ring it out.
Well, yeah, it probably doesn't. But if you think about it, now in
It
Grand
rains
Rapids,
hard.
Shut up. What store is open 24 hours nowadays in Grand Rapids? Nothing. Myers not.
Yeah, I know.
Walmart's not. If you needed something,
Oh, sure.
I mean, you go to your house, you got a sponge. Although I don't even think that's a sponge. I think that's just a piece of foam.
It's yeah.
I mean, I posted this. I'm like, that's actually not a bad idea. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Gotta make it happen any way you can.
Yeah.
Respect.
I mean, you got to do it. This TikTok, we have another guy that decided that he wanted to lip off to a customer, but did he lip off?
What did
he? What's the matter?
I closed down my lineup.
Oh, you're cute.
Motherfucker.
Thank you. Just for future reference, drivers live off of tips. So if y'all don't tip, we don't make money. This is how we feed our families.
I wanted to read the comments. I muted it. What do you think of that video, Jesper, before I read the comments?
My first comment was just don't take the fucking order.
Well, he works for Domino's. He's told to go.
True,
like
true.
it's not.
That was a Domino.
That was a Domino's worker.
Okay.
So, I think he was respectful.
Well, he was.
I
mean, he didn't go over the line. He didn't cross the
No,
line.
but remember that one.
But I would never ask for a tip.
I don't think I would either. But maybe he had a bad night, and sometimes people just kind of lose their cool.
Right.
But I mean, I think he did it like he just letting them know. And who knows? A lot of people in the pizza delivery business before gig work came around, which I was in. I worked for Jet's Pizza for like 6 years because I've done the lawn care forever, and so I've always done kind of side jobs in the winter. And at Jets was one of them. I loved working for it. In fact, I ate so much of the square pizza I cannot eat it today. It gives me gut rot, but my family loves it. But there's a $2.50 delivery fee. $1 of that went to the driver.
Right.
But the rest went to the store. So, I mean, if $1 is nothing.
No.
I mean, if you take 10 deliveries, it's $10. I mean, it gives you a couple of gallons.
You only got $1 per delivery?
From the store.
So the rest you have to make it a tip.
Yep. So.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I was at the time making $7.25 an hour. Now it's different. If you're in the store working, you make the minimum wage, whatever. It's like $10 now. But when you leave, you drop down to $2.52 or whatever the server wage is.
Right.
So it was different back then. At least I was making minimum wage plus I got the dollar. So, but the comments are 100% correct. Tip your delivery drivers. That was number one. I was glad to see that.
And you should do that.
Yeah. The number two is the real issue is tipping is now the payroll of workers.
Right.
Jesper.
I do tip. I was joking.
No, I don't want you to. Why are you tipping the Starbucks worker that makes a livable wage?
So who am I supposed to tip then?
Somebody that uses their car.
I know,
but my point is the number two comment. The real issue is tipping the payroll workers, like people that work that get regular pay.
Oh, I get you.
I mean, next time you're going to go to AutoZone, they're going to flip that fucker around. You got 20, 30, or 40% tip on it. Like that's
I'm not tipping the AutoZone worker.
But why do you tip the Starbucks worker?
Because he gave me food.
You stupid fuck.
I don't know. Because he didn't pee in my cup first before he gave me coffee.
So number three comment, how do you not tip a pizza guy? Number four, for future reference, you decided to work that particular job. Go find a new one that pays better. I mean,
but we have to be honest, though. Not everybody has the option of the choice.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, sure.
We would love to say that they do, but they don't.
No. I typically I don't get delivery much because I don't want to tip.
Right.
I mean, I will if I do, but typically I pick it up. But I don't know. I think that guy did an okay job. I think he was respectful.
Right.
Clearly the lady didn't clap back. So she probably was like, ooh, yeah.
So when you go pick up Chinese or you pick up pizza, whatever for your family, do you tip?
Never. Does my wife? Every fucking time. And I yell at her for it.
Okay.
And she tells me to fuck off.
My wife, I tip once a great while. My wife doesn't like it either.
Well, the point is like,
what's the tip for?
Yeah, what is the tip for? And,
right.
and honestly, you're tipping the entire crew. So like, I get that if you really enjoy the place and you want them to stay in business, I totally get that. But tipping $1 or $2 isn't going to change because they're dividing that up with the 10 or 12 crew members.
Well,
so they're getting 20 cents or whatever. But I mean, I just feel like, hey, the pizza place should pay them more money. They're paying them minimum wage plus whatever. They could be paying them more.
Right. But then, true. But
Here's the question. I'm going to blow your mind. My daughter works at Culver's. She runs the food from Culver's to the car. Should she get a tip? Mind you, she makes more than minimum wage. They hired her more than minimum wage.
Well, then no.
Well, I mean, see, that's my point.
But at that point, isn't it also too late because you already paid that time?
Well, yeah. Well, there's no spot to tip. She does get tips. It's cash on occasion. Okay. She's gotten $1. She got a $25 Meijer gift card once.
Good.
I know.
Good for her.
But my point is like, no, you.
your daughter is special.
Yeah.
Not special that way. She's nice.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But my point is like, when are we going to stop the random tipping?
So, let's go to completely the other way. In Denmark, very few
tipping.
Well, that's not true anymore because the American way, you tip, right? You got to tip.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, welcome. But they all make a livable wage.
Yeah.
They all make more than minimum wage. The people working at the restaurants and stuff. So,
it's a long conversation. We can go on and on about it. But like, I would rather donate $1 to the Children's Miracle Network, which I do every time I go to the gas station. If they ask it on there, I give them $1.
I do not.
See, you're
because the restaurant, the gas station takes 85 cents and give 15 cents to the.
No, they don't. And I don't
they
put it.
Do.
I don't put cash. I do it on the app or on the credit card or debit card.
So you start by paying 33% of that to the credit card company.
I can't believe what is wrong with America. You're tipping a worker that gets a livable wage, but kids are dying in the hospital and you fuck them. Oh, you almost just spit take. Oh, that one got him, y'all. This is Jesper's attitude.
Kids are not dying in the hospital.
This is Jesper's attitude at Miracle Network. I don't give my shit.
That's not true. I do give it to them, but I don't give it to the gas station.
I have it on record that you do not care about children that are
That's
dying
not
in the
true.
hospital.
No, that's not true. I do care about children, but I
I'm
don't
pulling
want
the tape. I'm pulling it and I'm sharing it on social media.
You're a fuckhead. You know that?
All right, speaking of fuckheads, Gary Middleton from Middleton Tech.
Speaking of
I'm going to pull that and send it to him. He'll love it. These are the apps I use. I don't use Duh very much. In fact, I need to cancel my subscription. I'm sorry, Gary. He doesn't care because that's the most expensive one because I can't even fucking get on DoorDash. But I use Flex Alert a lot, which helps you tap the button to refresh your screen so you can try to get routes. And then the blue logo is the Maximo, which you can filter every single thing. Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, everything. You
everything.
anything you can imagine that you want to filter, it's in there.
That's
so check it out. The link is in the description. Gary Middleton is a nice guy. Amazing.
Support him, everybody. Support him. He does great work.
He does great work. And he is the tech support. And he responds. I don't know when the fucker sleeps, honestly. Because like every time I send him a message, I'm like, hey.
It was just water.
I'm 2 beers in. I can't deal with this. He just spilled water all. I'm sorry, y'all, the audio people. I pulled that one too. I'm gonna have to rewatch this whole video. Okay, basically from minute 48 on, I gotta pull some stuff.
Oh my god.
He's on
water down my stomach.
I mean, it wasn't a drip, y'all. He poured it down. All right, moving on.
Luckily, it was just water. Anyways, he does good work, and you need to support him.
Yes, that's the basic gist of it.
So I do not remember this TikTok. You guys just can play it.
It is the robots or people are jacking them. So I don't think there's any sound, so we'll try to describe it. We may not play the whole thing.
It is the best thing.
Don't invest in this company. Look at this. Watch this.
Oh my god. Not snacky.
Oh man, look it. Somebody knocked him over. Who is it? It's Austin. They steal your food too? Austin got robbed.
Okay, we get the gist of it. So
So that's another problem with the robot deliveries, right?
well, how do you prevent that?
You don't.
Well, it's just why do we have to ruin a good thing? Like why
Because
do we?
people are idiots.
I mean, I guess it's good for us because then it's more work for us. But like, I don't even know what to say. Like it's just
There's
like
nothing to
I don't know how
say.
you prevent it other than like having like pepper spray and set up when it gets disturbed like that. It just
I
shoots
know.
a pepper spray bomb or something.
Have you heard about the guy, the Mike Rober, who did the delivery packages that get stolen?
No. Oh, the glitter bomb
Yeah.
ones? Yeah. Those are great videos.
He did 5 years of those, and because of that, they were able to take down a big scammer ring in India.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Just from that, he caught.
5 years of that stuff. Yeah, they were able to do a big scammer ring. It was
That's incredible.
ridiculous. Yeah, no, it was ridiculous.
Next up,
So this is pretty cool, and I will ask you, would you take this ride? So this is I think I probably figured out how I would do it because holy moly, right? And I don't know if it's true or not, but it is a 7-hour ride.
yep,
Right.
it's black SUV hourly.
Right.
So it's not like
But-
they.
Hourly though, do you really get? I can't do math. $250 an hour for black SUV.
I mean, I don't know, but it's in black SUV is the highest you can go. You got Uber Black, and then you got Uber Black SUV. That's going to be the highest pay.
But it's $2,926.42 for 7 hours work.
I mean,
Well, 14 because you got to go back. Right?
yeah. I don't know. I mean, why would you do it that way if you were just going from looks like New York to Pittsburgh? Why wouldn't you just do a regular Uber? Why would
Because
you do
it's probably
hourly?
someone who doesn't care.
Yeah, some people were saying this was fake.
It could be fake. I mean, it probably is fake.
I mean, just for shits and grins. I don't know. It doesn't look Photoshop. It's really good Photoshop if that's what it is. But let's just do 2,900 minus 7 hours. That's 414 an hour. You said 250.
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah. So yeah, okay. My math was off.
Yeah, it's $414 an hour for if you were to get $2,900 for 7 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems a little fishy, but yeah.
I need to go get myself a black SUV.
Well, the problem is you ain't gonna do it in GR. You're gonna have to go to Detroit. I think Detroit has.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think so. Yeah. Pete or Mark commented, better mental health services would help. What's he referencing? The robot?
Probably maybe me.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh man. Oh, Jesper. Lyft. Let's talk about the Lyft surge, which I read the article like a good boy. I prepped every single article. It's stupid.
Of course.
I mean, there's no details. Basically, the gist of it is what?
Well, the gist of it is that the Uber, I guess it's Uber management or whatever, is saying that they're trying everything. Sorry,
Lyft.
Lyft,
Right.
Lyft management. I'm sorry. I'm drunk. Lyft management.
You are not drunk on 2 Oberons.
I'm kidding. Lyft management is trying to kill surge pricing by getting more drivers. I guess he said they're having many more drivers now. So basically, they're saying the whole purpose of Lyft. Do they call it Lyft Prime? What do they call it?
Prime time.
Prime time.
Yeah.
Is that when there's more passengers that needs to ride than there's drivers in the area, it's gonna go prime time, just like Uber.
Yeah.
But they very few times they have that now because they have many more drivers.
Do you think they're talking about it now because Dara just had that article?
Of course.
That came out about the $52 ride or whatever in surge pricing.
But the problem is not the surge pricing.
No.
The problem is they take too much.
Yeah. Well, they're charging too much to the customer.
Well, that's the thing. So I mean, the drives that people are talking about isn't necessarily prime time drives. Right. These are rides where they are taking well over 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, so they got to get their shit together and figure out a better algorithm for upfront pricing.
Honestly, going back to the driver end of it, I don't mind not having new surge if you have attainable quests.
No, yeah.
And like Uber, there's like literally no surge anymore.
Right.
But I feel like in the summer, the Uber quest has not been attainable for me. 50 rides is too tough to do without working like 70 hours, it feels like.
Right. But on the other side, though, I mean, I just got it now because now I'm on Uber again, right? They want 70 rides now, right? But for 70 rides, I get $315 in addition.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's me if I were to go for that, I would make $1,000 easy.
$1,000. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna.
I'd be interested if you had this weekend open, if you could do that, because
I would have to drive Friday. I would have to not work Friday and drive Friday.
Oh, you mean like during the day and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once the college kids come back, which should be like within the next week, and starts cooling down a little bit.
Actually, they have this is one of the moving weekends, I believe.
Okay.
So,
but they start classes next week.
Yep.
I think you'll start seeing it easier to get those quests.
Oh, sure.
Early on in the summer, if you remember, I was doing them and I was hitting them. I mean,
oh, yeah.
doing like 20 hours.
Well, I have done 50 rides.
Yeah.
I've done 50 rides in a weekend.
Yeah, but I tell you, the last month you haven't driven much, but other than the awesome weekend with Chicago, but it has been tough to hit those numbers.
Oh,
so
I bet.
I'm not doing them.
I bet.
But so we're almost wrapping up, but I want to get this Uhaul one, Jesper, because we talked about it in the title. So I just think this is hilarious. And then we'll do the rest on Patreon.
So there's not much to say about it other than you can rent a Uhaul sedan. I don't actually know what vehicle it is because I don't know cars. For $19.95.
Looks like a Dodge Charger, actually.
Yeah, it does look like a Dodge Charger. And so the comment goes, anyone tried to rent one of these and use it for rideshare yet?
I mean, technically you could. Because you can have advertisement on your car. I mean, I had that one on there, the nightmare one that didn't work out.
But how do you do that with insurance?
That's a good question.
Because Uber and Lyft will only let you do if they have a engagement that hurts or whatever it is.
Well, yeah, they probably all jokes aside, it wouldn't work because
No.
you need your name on the insurance if it's your personal car, but it wouldn't be a bad deal. I mean, Hertz, I mean, I did think about renting a Tesla once, and once I broke down the numbers, it was insane. It was like $300 a week to rent that Tesla. So I already start $300 in the hole.
Right.
Plus I have to charge. Now I do have solar, but still I would still have to pay some supercharging because if I want to go out and work, I got to get that shit up quick. It just wasn't worth it.
Oh no.
So the U-Haul thing is kind of funny because
it's just a fun comment.
Yeah, it's a fun comment.
It's not gonna work. So
Jesper.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I'm okay.
All right. Well,
I'm okay.
We are going to talk about a few other things on the Patreon that will start in 7 minutes at 9:10. If you still want to join us, join the $10 unicorn tier at patreon.com/the GigaCon podcast.
GigaCon podcast. And everybody, thank you so much for listening in.
Yep. And I forgot what we say. Don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we will see you on the road.
Good night.
Good night.